Santa Fe by day looked like a postcard. Quiet, hot, a mosaic of rooftops on every house. But in this city, like in any other, lies always had air conditioning and decent parking. Alex and Molly weren't just a couple. They were a thunderstorm in a sunny sky. Their marriage was woven from passion, honesty, and that special wildness that others saw and quietly envied. They made love, as if the world would end tomorrow, and fought with the same intensity. Her nails left scratches, his hands left bruises, but neither ever thought of leaving. But Molly had desires she never spoke of directly, not because she was ashamed, she wasn't that type, but because she was afraid. If she said it out loud, something between them would break. She wanted more. She wanted a third. In her imagination, a woman or a man or someone in between. She pictured these scenes during dinners when Alex told stories from work, and she smiled, silently dreaming of something else. She loved him, deeply, even wildly. But that didn't stop her from feeling hungry. That's why the little betrayals began, first in her thoughts, then in messages, then in shadowy meetings at hotels where no one asked names. She wasn't looking for love. She was looking for permission to be herself, not just Molly the wife, but also Molly the predator, Molly the fantasy who didn't fit into any frame. But Clark wasn't just a lover. He was an actor in his own play, and this play had a stage, an audience, and a main rival. He didn't just want to see Alex. He wrote him a letter, put it in the mailbox, attached a photo of Molly on silk sheets, and invited him for coffee. At first, Alex didn't understand what it was. At first, he thought a joke, then a threat. But when the next morning a man in a gray coat, with a smile you wanted to punch off his face, stood in front of his house, he understood everything. And instead of the door closing, a hunting season opened. And the first shot wasn't a bullet, but a smile, too calm for someone stealing your wife. Clark sat in the corner cafe, holding a cup of cappuccino as if waiting for a casting call. He seemed to be playing a role: cashmere coat, a watch that promised success, and a face that wanted to be remembered. He thought he was directing the moment, a meeting with the husband of the woman he didn't love but wanted to defeat. Alex appeared without warning, just sat down opposite. No words, no gestures. His fingers were interlaced, his gaze direct as a blade. There was no rage in him. There was a threat. Cold, steady, like a silenced shot. Clark started talking, not right away, but with the bravado he'd trained for years in galleries, among wine and women. But with every phrase, his confidence melted because Alex didn't react at all. Not a blink, not a smile. And when Alex finally asked what he wanted, Clark faltered for the first time in years. He said he wanted honesty, that Molly deserved a choice, that they were all adults who could find a new form of love. Alex didn't even blink. He just stood up and threw out a phrase that hung in the air like a hot electric shock without a single touch, and left. The next day, Molly woke up, and someone had replaced the mirror in the bathroom with a new, large, round one without a frame. On it, written in marker, "Look closely. Is this still you?" She stood in front of it for a long time and cried and laughed because Alex didn't leave her right away. He just started disappearing. His socks disappeared first, then the toothbrush, then his phone stopped answering. And only once a week did she get a postcard with no signature, with photos of places where they'd once been happy.